Have you ever found yourself knowing all the grammar rules but still freezing when it's time to speak? That happens when you don't feel the language, you just remember it. One of the best ways to learn English is through stories. They show you how people actually speak, think, and feel in English. If you want to grow your English naturally, don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe to Flu. Daniel sat at the park bench, watching the sun set behind the trees. The air was cool, and the wind carried the sound of children laughing in the distance. He didn't know why he felt so heavy that day. Maybe it was the choices he had made. Maybe it was the one he didn't. He had left his hometown a year ago chasing something, freedom maybe. A new life, definitely. But now, everything felt like a question he couldn't answer. He looked down at the path in front of him. Just a path. Like all the ones he'd walked lately. Straight, simple, but leading where? A small voice pulled him out of his thoughts. Mister? He looked to his right. A boy, maybe 6 or 7 years old, stood next to the bench. His clothes were slightly messy, and he held a toy car in one hand. Yes? Daniel said. You look like someone who needs to decide something, the boy said seriously. Daniel smiled, a little surprised. Do I? The boy nodded. Sometimes grown-ups get stuck. My mom says when that happens, you have to choose again. Daniel raised an eyebrow. Choose again? Yeah, the boy said, sitting next to him without asking. Start over. Pick different. You can do that, you know. Daniel didn't respond right away. He just watched the kid drive the toy car across the bench, making soft engine sounds with his mouth. The boy looked up again. You should pick the thing that makes your chest feel warm. Not cold, he added simply. Daniel stared at him, unsure whether to laugh or feel deeply moved. You're pretty wise for your age. The boy shrugged. I listen a lot. Then, just like that, the boy jumped up and ran off toward the trees where a woman, his mother, was calling him. Daniel watched them walk away, the boy's toy car bouncing in his hand. For a long time after, Daniel sat still. The world hadn't changed. The sky was still turning purple. The path was still there. But something inside him had shifted. He stood up, took a deep breath, and smiled for the first time in days. Maybe he could choose again. Maybe starting over wasn't failure, it was freedom. In today's story, we saw how simple words can carry deep meaning. Phrases like chasing something, start over, and makes your chest feel warm are common in spoken English, especially in emotional or reflective moments. We also saw indirect speech through the boy's advice and a natural mix of present simple and past simple for storytelling. We publish new English learning stories every day to help you connect emotionally and think in English. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.